Hello YouTube and welcome back to the nation of free to play. I'm Mr. Mondstadt and today is the 1st of May 2026, which means it is time for a new season of Imaginarium Theater, and in this video I will clear the hardest difficulty, Lunar mode, on my F2P account, along with some tips and tricks to help you do the same, so let's get right into it. The elements this time are pyro, hydro and dendro, so better lineup than the last couple of times. Version basically. And the characters are Daya, Yanfei, Ayato, Dahlia, Kinich and Kirara. Alright, we have enough characters to do the hardest mode, Lunar mode. You need at least 28 as always. Party setup. I am gonna take... Actually I take my Daya, never mind. Yanfei, Ayato. I think I should take... Yeah, I should definitely take the trial Dahlia, Kinich, and I'll take my own Kirara. Yeah. Alright, and then as always, take as many characters as you can to get the most blessings and extra flowers. Let's go to the challenge. Yes. Extra blessings, nice, extra flowers. And now, first things first, as always, check the enemies. So, opponent's details. The first boss fight is the Maguu Kenki. So this one is pretty straightforward. It has annoying attacks, also in the current version of Spiral Abyss. So be aware of the attack patterns, and when he teleports, you should be able to iframe some of the attacks that otherwise deal big chunks of damage if you use the burst at the right time. If you're not good at that, just make sure you're out of range. Other than that, it's just a DPS check. Then we have the Lava Dragon statue as a second boss fight in Act 6. This one wants pyro, and if you have it, burning. Because you have to apply a lot of pyro in order to break its two shields. After the first layer of the shield is done, it will take increased damage from elements other than pyro, and after the second layer, it will also take increased damage of pyro. Hydro and cryo units are not recommended against this one unless you have someone like Mualani, who can actually wait out until the shields are broken and then use her shark bites. Then we have, the dog. This one is a bit scuffed in IT because you do want Lunar damage, so Lunar reactions have an advantage. If you have Zebai, you can use her here. If not, Columbina is strongly recommended. Lauma and Nefer are strongly recommended, and if you don't have any of the Noctry 5 stars, this is a bit tricky, but Mavuika should also be able to brute force it. We'll have to see how hard this one is. I hope it's not as bad as the fearless version of Stygian, but I doubt it's that bad. And lastly we have, Maguu Kenkis once again, but this time it's 3. One is animal, one is cryo, one is normal. They are annoying, but pyro should get through it. And Bloom with Nilu and maybe Lauma is also pretty good here, so there you go. Lastly, the Arcana challenges. First off, we have a bunch of Rifthounds. And you want a healer in this stage anyway, because you're gonna lose HP over time anyway, and you have to have a character standing and defeat all the waves in time. So yeah, make sure you bring a healer for this one. And the second one is the Inquitous Baptist, where you have to deal with a bunch of elemental shields. So I think, yeah, as it says, elemental reactions have an advantage. Hyper Bloom should work, but we don't have Electro, so in this case maybe Burden is your best bet. Just make sure you have a bunch of elements available in order to deal with its elemental shields and then kill it fast enough. With all that out of the way, let's get actually going with our performance. First up, which reaction is the best here? I think probably Vape is the most powerful. Not too big on burning, maybe Bloom later on. We'll see, but first up let's maybe get extra companion. Alright, Act 1 is done. Had to use Kinich though, bit unfortunate. Let's get Xingqiu.
hear everything. One with the force. Head in the butt. Can't see. This should be fun.
It was close, but Ayato got it. Alright.
I'll uproot you. And shroud.
Let me weave you a verse. Time to act. Body and...
Can't see.
Time to... Witness the power of God. No, my sword! May the Argon protect! Rain cutter!
Alright. Nice. Xingqiu and Tutaro did it. The others two are just there for filling. We have the option to fight the first Lunar Arcanum challenge, but we should do that later once the buffs are more maxed out.
Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
Mind the danger.
Here come the fireworks! Fire hazard!
And done. Okay. Molotov took some damage, but enough damage on our side. 20 extra flowers. I'll take Aracnum.
Reconstitute! Look alive! Hear my prayer! Sleep! This'll brighten up the place! Buckle up! Sleep! Hear my prayer! Here come the fireworks!
Alright. Ymir carry. It was definitely not Emily doing the damage here. And then it's time for the second boss, the Lava Dragon statue.
A little ambiance!
Locked on. Shadow of the past, mind to command.
Fresh and floral!
Story has already begun.
Okay, kinda close, despite the good team, but first try. Now the dendro characters are out, so we have to see. Maybe time for Farina. And done. Okay. Radiant, Beast, Strat, just burst on Alecino, and then she's full HP. Alright, I need more pyro, so Gaming. We have two options. Normally I would do the dog, but since I don't have Zebai or Lauma here, I think it's better to just wait on that and do the first Lunar Arcanum challenge and hope that we get one of the sad characters. So I think this one with the Rifthounds should be doable. So let's do that one. Alright, we did it. Okay, healing mode for Rina. You really need a healer because they steal a lot of your HP, but then we're good. Let's take my weaker. That's not what I'm looking for. Either we do the Baptist, or we have to deal with the dog. I'm down to do the Baptist. Let's see. Columbina, Colley, yeah. See how this goes. Maybe let's try Mulan. Just try once. It was closer, for sure, so I think this is doable with Mulan. Just have to time it better. Alright, done. Whew, that was close. But if you time it correctly, you can do it with Mulan for sure. So we had to use two good characters and Colley and Yao Yao. But I do need the buy, please. So, this is really... Let's take Pyro MC. Companion random, yes. Refund. Yes! Okay, we got the buy. That came in clutch. That should be fine with the dog now.
A new moon rises.
Be cleansed. Divine light, shield them.
Smite the dust. Wait.
Mighty mythical beast. The sky clears, the blaze will shine.
Surge. A moonlit night for all.
Grant us your blessing. Do your work. Without further ado.
Alright, done. Again, if you have a Lunar DPS, it will be rather easy. If you don't have one available here, very tricky. So, Nephro, Lauma, Columbina, and Zabai are your best bets.
I've been waiting for you for ages.
Mulani, Mawika, Pyro MC, Lauma.
Why the frost moon evolved?
Yeah, this is perfect for Mulani. Easy. Okay, nice. Finally she can shine.
This is how it must be.
Columbina, Subai, Aino, and Mona should do. Maybe not actually, because they're not grouping at all. Let's change teams. I mean, we have other options. Columbina, Nahida, Lauma, and I guess Aino. Ah, close though. Man. Nope.
Break a moonlit night for all.
This is so close and so annoying because damage-wise we have it, but we would need a shielder. I don't have a shielder available, unfortunately.
Temple of Wisdom.
Stay your hand. With one heart, we pray.
Make yourselves a move. A new moon rises. Surge.
For the everlasting curse.
Committed to memory. Grow. A moonlit night for all.
Come on, come on, come on. Okay, I think I did it. Did I do it? Finally, okay, done. Nice. Last deck is very annoying. If you have a shielder, strong recommendation. But yeah, with a full maxed out bloom buff, we did it. Ideally, Columbina would have been on my DPS build here, but she was not. So it was a bit of a struggle, but finally done. Let's view the credits. So, as a conclusion for this Imaginarium Theater, I think it's way more doable than the last two, because the elements just work way better together. Vape is a really strong reaction, so is Bloom. Burning is very niche, so if you have Melee or you use the Kenichi, it's fine, but other than that I wouldn't bet on it. And Burgeon also works, but again, you don't always have all the characters available. But overall, more doable elemental lineup than last time. Same rules apply, use as many characters as you can, check the enemies first and see who might be good for who. This time I actually did the Arcana challenges before Act 8 because I didn't want to fight the dog without Zebai, and in the end I got her. So make sure you have your best characters available. And other than that, I buffed Vape and Bloom to the max, and I think that was a good decision on my end, as Burning would not have helped me that much. And this way my Mualani and also my Vape Uemiya or Arlecchino were really strong units. Alright, and with that I am done for the day. That is my guide on this season of Imaginarium Theater. I hope it helps you in clearing the hardest difficulty on your account. And if so, and you enjoyed this content, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel, as it really helps me in creating more guides like these. And it's free, so thank you in advance. And if you have any more questions about this Imaginarium Theater, who you should play, what gear you should run on which character, or anything like that, leave a comment down below and I'll try to answer as many as possible. I'm always happy to help out. And with that, thanks again for watching. Good luck on your clears, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!